I don't enter one chance, I swear, I go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day, but them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they are they run to? Move it up. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jello. Something on the smell. Very soon now we go perceive. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come. It is very close and they feel more. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it up. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collect it bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.
This is from Biafrans Got Talent. We are letting Biafrans know the reason why we should remember those who gave their lives for us, those who died that we may live.
You died to end my suffering. You died fighting for my freedom. Your blood is the seed of redemption. You are my inspiration.
The deed no wrong, but them military shots at them. 67 to 70, we remember them. 2016, 38 May, memory still lives in our mind till today. Wonder why they refuse to publicize the genocide. The world media turn blind eyes to our plight. It's time to arise, land of the rising sun. Let's rise one more time, let's rise.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Those who gave their life for us. Onitsha massacre, Ipoja massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright.
Tell them I touched me, oh. Remember when me tell you say I touched me, oh. Yeah, I remember that one that called us a Bruce Mero. But the way you go like a Papa Nuku. But then they were me tell you what I look on the Samiro, me tell you what I did. For me that all and the rest of man I tell you what I did. Me know that you come to tell them
heroes, I want to promise you something today. We must fight together, no retreat and no surrender. We must hold them down till the end of time. The most important thing is that we will restore Biafra. May your soul rest in peace.
And I look up to the sky with tears in my eyes for other Biafrans and for freedom had to die. We will never forget you as the days go by. You are always in my heart, we'll never be apart. They fought for our freedom, they died for our freedom. They fought the Nigerian soldiers in the war front without food, without guns, for our freedom, for our life, for our own good, for our children. We love them, our heroes, we want them.
My heart bleeds when I saw them slain. Where will I be now if not then? They will remain indelible in my heart forever, 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 and ever, and ever, and ever.
We serve in your plantation, and the way you paid
paid us back with your bloody starvation. We bled in our history that the death of my people is a mystery. No going back to get to a victory. I had a voice now call for vengeance. I never get bombed, I'ma blow like a vengeance.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Those who gave their life for us. Onitsha massacre, Ipocha massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright.
Where will I be now? If not you, you died at Mali.
They were starved to death because of our freedom, and they paid the debt for our freedom. Flag high for those that died in the genocide, fighting for you and I. There is pain in the heart, we bleeding inside, tears in the eyes, so I'm falling here.
This is for my fallen heroes. Give them a motivation, people. It's like I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Cause to be a cast, I need to be a nurse. If we did not retire,
They paid the ultimate price. They died for the freedom of my unborn child. We live for the legacy.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Onitsha massacre, Ipocha massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright. Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Onitsha massacre, Ipocha massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright.
Yeah, put the flag in the air. Never be afraid. March on, cause we are more than conquerors. Yeah, you know what it is.
I'm looking at myself in
We
the
must
mirror.
revenge, and we must stand.
I want you people to understand that the liberation of Biafra has entered the highest stage in the history of Biafra. Not even during the war. I am telling you, it has entered the highest stage ever. And we are going to do everything humanly possible in this life to restore Biafra. Everything humanly possible will be done. And I want you people to understand that the Biafra liberation is step by step, segment by segment, plan by plan, executions by execution. We'll be executing those plans according to the template till the last one, and Biafra.
Let us go talk about the objective of your struggle and how do you intend to achieve it in practical terms?
In practical terms, it is civil disobedience. The same way that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. accomplished civil rights in America, the same way that Mahatma Gandhi led India to independence out of British colonial rule, the same principles we are applying, and might I add, very successfully too. We will do everything possible to unravel and unshackle the zoo called Nigeria. Everything humanly possible. No stone will be left unturned. We will sacrifice everything sacrificable. Material, life, blood will throw into.
And we will do everything humanly possible to see the Biafra
Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you so much for joining me again on this very evening section. I welcome everyone that has connected. Thank you all for joining. I can see my wonderful sister there, Missy, Akere TV. Thank you so much for joining, Missy. I can see my beloved brother, Gerard Dike. Thank you so much, Gerard, for being there. I appreciate all of you for your support. I can see my beloved sister, Stella Uzuka. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and I thank everyone that have joined us on this platform, wherever you are joining from. I appreciate you all. It is not easy. Many people who are here join me in morning section, and here they are also here in the evening section. That is how important the restoration of Biafra is to us. That is how important it is to us to save life and to save humanity. So I appreciate every one of you that is joining, liking the program, sharing, and making sure that the information gets to where it needs to get to. I appreciate every one of you, and I say, may Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect every single one of you. For those who are joining us for the very first time, please like and share the program. Also, try to join us in our morning program by 7:30 a.m. in the morning. In morning hours, we spend up to 3 to 4 hours, sometimes 5 hours in our morning program, but evening program is 1 hour or 1 hour some minutes we are done. So I appreciate every one of you. If you have not yet subscribed, subscribe. Touch the notification bell so you'll be notified each time we come online so that you can join. I appreciate everyone that is making effort in one way or the other. More especially today being Monday, sit at home. Everyone in Biafra land, I appreciate you all, and I say, may Chukwu Okike bless you, guide you, protect you. Our brothers and sisters in Biafra land who are in the front line, they are the one facing the bullet for you and I. On today being sit at home, they took all the risk. They have continued to engage in this very sit at home for the past 4 years or getting to 5 years, consistently without anybody enforcing it, without anybody pushing them on their own. I appreciate every single one of you and I thank you for that effort. You are doing that for your generation unborn. You are doing that for your children. So many of us that are embarking on this journey today, we might not be there to enjoy all of them. But wherever we are, even when we are dead, our spirit will be happy whenever it is to see our children, to see our generation enjoying a very suitable and safe environment. That is the most important thing. If there is nothing we will leave for our children, we will leave a secure environment for them. As our forefathers fought to make sure that we are alive today, it is our duty to fight and see that our children coming forward will enjoy a better environment. So I appreciate everyone that is making effort in Biafra land, outside Biafra land. In any way you are making your own effort, may Chukwu Okike continue to guide, protect you, secure you, and prosper you. So on this very evening, you know our evening section, we don't waste much time. We go to the message at once. And when we go to the message, we bring to you what we have to say. Most of the time, our evening message is just a repetition of our morning program somehow, just to brush it and brief for those who are not able to join in the morning hour to get a clue of what is going on and what is happening. So we'll try to go back and do it. It is a special day. Sit at home. You and I know why we are doing the sit at home. Any Biafran today that does not know why we are doing sit at home, sorry, we are not here for you. If you are not a Biafran and you don't know why we are sitting at home, you have to know. We are sitting at home to demand the unconditional release of our Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu and every Biafran political prisoner. We are sitting at home to let the world know that Nigeria has lost its legitimacy in our territory. We are sitting at home to let the world know that every political elect in that very Biafra land, every political elite in our land has lost legitimacy. They have lost legitimacy. We are casting a vote of no confidence on them. And we have been doing this for more than 4 years and still counting. And we will continue to do it until we regain our freedom. The only man that has the power and authority to stop it is Nnamdi Kanu. And as you all know, they are holding Nnamdi Kanu in solitary confinement in the DSS against the law, even when the law has said, let him go. International communities have said, let him go. They refuse to let go of Nnamdi Kanu, and they continue to hold him down. But we will not stop what we are doing. We will not go to relent in our effort. We will not go to chicken out. We will continue to do what we are supposed to do, to continue to demand the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. As you all know, on the 20th, Nigerian government is going to be judged, not our Supreme Nnamdi Kanu. They say they are going to pass judgment on themselves. They are going to pass judgment on themselves on the 20th, and we are waiting and watching. That is why we have intensified in all we are doing, and you also intensify in your effort to call the attention of the world. Let the whole world pay attention to Nigeria on that 20th. It is going to be massive. Nigeria will be judged on the 20th. 3 days from now, Nigeria will be judged. The Zoological Republic of Nigeria will be judged 3 days from now, and they cannot escape it. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter how much they pretend. They can't escape it. The whole world is focused, and they are watching to see what is going to happen. That is why we will continue to make as much exposition as we can to tell the world what is going on in the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Today is Sit at Home. And we take a topic this evening, just like we did in the morning, Sit at Home Resurrection, the exposure, Nigerian fear, the exposure, Nigerian fear on terror, money, and Nnamdi Kanu. Nigerian fear on terror, money, and Nnamdi Kanu. Every one of us know what Nigerian government is. Nigerian government have monetized terrorism. Nigerian government has monetized terrorism. That disgraced country has monetized terrorism, and the whole world is seeing them. Absolutely, my beloved sister Nega, you wrote it right. Holding the truth in detention, that is what they are doing. That is what they are doing. Disgraced country, shameless country, conscienceless country. Absolutely right. I agree with you, my sister. I can't agree less. I can't agree less. And on the 20th, that their disgrace will be before the whole world. On this coming 20th, the world is going to see that disgrace. They will see that disgrace played out. They have been trying everywhere they can to pay lobby group, to pay people to do PR, to spend money to push propaganda, instead of going to work to correct their madness. They are busy spending the money they borrow for propaganda. They spend the money they borrow to buy people to lobby for them. But I bet you we are in a time where your money cannot save you. The money they steal from Biafra land that they used to buy people, to bribe people, it cannot save you this time. Money, no amount of money will save you. Because this is appointed time of Chukwu Okike. Chukwu Okike himself have said it, that this is the appointed time. And this very project is not just Biafran project. It is the project of Chukwu Okike. We, the Biafran people, are just instruments in the hand of Chukwu Okike to make sure that this very mission is accomplished. And we have volunteered ourselves, we have given ourselves, Biafran people, we have given ourselves. And all we do in all our platform is to call on the world attention to listen to the remedy. The only remedy for the terrorist country Nigeria, the only remedy to the failed state Nigeria is Biafra. Let the whole world recognize Biafra. Let Donald Trump move ahead and pronounce Biafra. Let Biafra be recognized. When you recognize Biafra, every indigenous person in Nigeria will be free. The Yorubas will be free. The Middle Belters will be free. The northern people, the caliphate, they will have their caliphate peacefully on their own side and do whatever they want within themselves. That is what we are asking for. We are not asking for anything extraordinary. When we talk about the discipline in Nigeria, it is something that have been tried, tested, and it worked. I say it again and again, and we repeat it for emphasis so that you shouldn't say you didn't hear. Anyone that cares about humanity in Nigeria, a lasting solution is Biafra. Recognize Biafra. Once you recognize Biafra, every indigenous person will be free. And I bet you 90% of the problem in Nigeria will be solved. The insecurity you are talking about today will die a natural death. The terrorist attack will die a natural death. The Christian massacre, genocide will die a natural death. Every region will protect their border and territory. That is why Biafra is the only remedy. We appreciate the fact that Donald Trump is speaking up and calling for the world to take action on Christian genocide. But we have made it clear that it was Biafran genocide that metamorphosed into Christian genocide that you are seeing today. Biafran genocide metamorphosed into Christian genocide, and it has everything to do with Christian genocide. Christian genocide has everything to do with Biafran genocide. Until you address this issue from the root, it will be a waste of time, a waste of resources, a waste of life. That is why we are reminding the whole world, more especially the United States, to recognize Biafra. Recognize Biafra. That is the only remedy that is going to solve this problem. Wherever you are watching from, continue to shout it. Anywhere you are located, a Biafran, please meet your own representative in any country where you are. Overseas, it is very easy to meet representatives. It is very easy to meet lawmakers. Wherever you live, either in the UK, in the US, in Germany, Asia, anywhere you have access to your representative, tell them the story of Biafra. Tell them, take picture evidence, take video evidence, take audio evidence, explain to them, narrate our story. Tell them our story. Don't allow Nigerian media to continue to twist the truth. Nigerian media have been twisting the truth for a very long time. Don't allow them. We will continue to fight this fight until we win. Even as Nigeria has been designated as the country of particular concern, the terrorism have increased. Since Trump gave that warning, it seems as if they were woken up from their sleep. They are trying to abduct as many people as possible. As today, there are many attacks today, many abductions still going on today. And Nigerian government is doing nothing, and they will do nothing. All you see them is coming to make speech. The dead man, drug baron that is Asorok, is making speech. I saw the speech he made that what I saw where he was talking about lawlessness, that people should follow the law, that the law should be obeyed, that when you don't obey the law, it is a decay of the country. You can imagine Tinubu talking about obeying the law. You can imagine the president of Nigeria talking about obeying the law in a time where lawlessness is the order of the day. When I saw that speech made by Tinubu just yesterday, I laughed. We are waiting for them on the 20th. Tinubu made a speech and he was saying, allow the rule of law, that the judges should obey the law, obey the rule of law. Something we have been shouting and talking about. And Tinubu closed his ear. This is how they play their games. The case of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu has won his case in 5 different courts, 2 international and 3 local. And yet, Nigeria decided not to. They refuse to obey anyone. Nigeria refused to obey even their own law, their own courts. They refuse to obey. And they are holding Nnamdi Kanu in solitary confinement up to this moment as we speak. That same country, their president is telling us about law and order. That we should obey the law. We should respect the judiciary. This is the hypocrisy to the highest order. We are watching, and the whole world is seeing them and watching them. On the 20th, we are going to be here transmitting live to see their utmost disgrace. They are playing with human life, telling lies, right, etc. The cup of Nigeria, Nigeria cannot escape this. Nigeria can. Now, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made it clear. He said, I will destroy Nigeria with the truth. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, I will destroy Nigeria with the truth without firing a shot. And that is what is happening today. The case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has ended Nigeria. Nigeria is heading for burial on the 20th of this month. In 3 days' time, Nigeria will be headed for burial. Wherever you are, continue to talk to your MPs, talk to your representative. Use your platform, whether one person, two person are watching, continue in your platform, continue to speak. If you cannot make video, when you see videos that are made, share it and let it go viral. That is how to keep the fire burning. They can't escape it. They have bought many content creators. They buy all the media. But I bet you, they can't stop us. They can never stop us. No matter how they try to attack our platform, they will never ever succeed. Not in a lifetime. Not ever. Every single day they make a move, their disgrace is exposed more. Any day they make a move, their disgrace is brought more before the whole world. Any move they make, it brings disgrace. Anything they say brings disgrace. At this point in time, everything will be working for our own good. Don't exercise any fear. No Biafran should exercise any fear. Don't exercise any fear. All things will work for our own good because we trust in Chukwu Kabiama. That is the word of the Bible as we read in the Bible. That all things work for good to them that love Chukwu Kabiama. And the love we have for Chukwu Kabiama cannot be overemphasized. The love we have for Chukwu Kabiama, that even some people are riding on that love to deceive. Some people are riding on the love we have for Chukwu Kabiama. Some people are playing on it. They play on intelligence because of the love we have on Chukwu Kabiama. They use it against us. But we don't care. All things will work for our own good because of that love we have for Chukwu Kabiama. Don't exercise any fear. Don't fear anything. Continue to do what you can do. Speak your mind and always speak the truth. Speak the truth. The truth is the weapon of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was pushing propaganda or lying the time he was making broadcasts, they would have jailed him for long. You can imagine a case that have lasted almost 10 good years. Almost 10 good years, and they cannot still find a way to convict Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu broadcasted in the UK for more than almost 2 decades. For more than a decade, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu broadcasted. And today, they can't find one broadcast they can use to nail Mazen Nnamdi Kanu simply because he was speaking the truth. He was speaking the truth. Everything he said, there was no propaganda in it. That is why it is impossible for them to jail him. So Biafra will be founded on truth. You that is watching out there, whenever you confront people, confront them with the truth. You don't need to fight. You don't need to insult. You don't need to abuse. Confront them with the truth. And let Chukwu Kabiama go for battle. That is all we need. The truth, and Chukwu Kabiama will move for battle. And I bet you we will never, ever, ever lose any battle. They try as much as can to destabilize Biafra land. But I bet you our land will never be destabilized. No matter how they try, they will never succeed in destabilizing our land. We will continue to hold our land. We will continue to hold our ground. And we will never allow them to succeed. Even as we speak, bandit is still going in operation. There are reports are coming. The bandits are still taking over places. Bandits are taking over villages. Even now, but let me show the latest video I got. You see where bandits are taking over villages. And the people are helpless. The government is doing nothing. As always, the government is doing nothing to help the people. Just the same way they have always done. They have never, at any point in time, helped the victim. Nigerian government has never, ever, ever helped any victim. They will just sit back and watch. They will sit back and watch and laugh. You will complain. They will just use it as on their news. Sometimes they won't talk about it. They come online, they will tell you, oh, they will take action. Kwara State is being taken over as we are speaking. Attack is going on in Kwara State. 2 chiefs were adopted in Kwara State. 2 chiefs. You can imagine when they still have the boldness. With all this warning, they have the boldness to kidnap 2 chiefs. 2 traditional rulers in Kwara State. With all this warning, if they can still have that boldness to kidnap traditional rulers, you can imagine what the ordinary people will face. Tell me, what is the hope and fate of ordinary people? They are just trying to tell you that they are not stopping. I want you to see this video where people are making videos and they are showing the environment, how the terrorists have chased people away completely from their environment.
Look at this place very well. This was once a Christian-dominated area located in Dikwa, Maiduguri, Borno State. Look at the place very well. If you are yet to leave your comfort zone to visit this kind of villages in the northern part of Nigeria, you will not be able to know what Christians are going through. You will not be able to know the kind of persecution that Christians are facing. When we say villages are being wiped out, this is what it means. This is how it looked like. A lot of people were killed here. A lot of people were displaced by these Islamic terrorists. We were once in this place for a mission outreach. But look at how the place is now. Look at how the place is now, as if people have never been here before. And there are a lot of villages like this that have been completely wiped out by these Islamic terrorists. A lot of people were killed, a lot were displaced. Look at how the place is now, as if people have never been here before.
You have seen it. And this is another one. This is another latest one. This is another latest one. All these are events that are happening even in the midst of the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern.
Hey, help us. We are calling on all activists in Nigeria to come and intervene. We are calling on America, please, because the fleeing herdsmen, they have attacked our village right now. They have killed a lot of people. They have killed so many people. Some bodies, some corpses have been recovered, but some have never been yet recovered. This way is so dangerous that we are going right now. We are going right now. It is very dangerous, but we are trying to cover life to know what is happening in the community right now, because the tension is high. The community, nobody is around now. You can see the atmosphere is not conducive. It's not conducive. Please, God, help us. Please, America, help us. Please, we are begging. Nigeria, we really want to let Nigeria know that if this community is not part of Nigeria, there's no security. There's no security apparatus around. As I'm speaking to you right now, there's no security. There's nothing on the ground right now. Currently, the situation, you can see people are moving out of the community for their safety. Yeah.
This is the situation in Nigeria. But some of them that are recording this video, I don't know why. Whenever you are making a record, put the date and time. This event was yesterday attack of the invasion of their community. Put the name of your community, put the date, put the time. Because all these videos we are showing, international communities are watching. People are paying attention. When you make this very critical and important sensitive video, you put the date, you put time. This happened yesterday. You see him calling for Donald Trump to come fast. But when some people make video, they lose the main information. Give us date, give us time and places. Very, very important. Very, very important. And this is what is happening in Nigeria, even as we speak. Even with the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern, this is what is happening. And yet, they will deny it and tell you there is no genocide of Christians. There's no attack of Christians. You have seen evidence of genocide of Christians. The first video I played, and this second one is another one. This same village they're talking about is a Christian village being invaded. But when we talk about these issues, some idiot will come out and begin to claim they do not know. They say it never happened. They say it never happened. Every single one of us must continue to pay attention. Don't you ever walk away. Don't you ever ignore anything. This is the time to be very, very serious. Every information is very important. Every single information is very, very important. Every information is very important. I want us to watch this. I think this is from their own conventional media. Let's see the discussion they are having here. Let me see. Is it this one? Let us first of all go to the Arise. Let's listen to the Arise. Let's see what they are saying in Arise News. You know, we will bring even detail from their own conventional media. You see the danger in Nigeria. We will show you, even from their own conventional media. Let it not be that we are just reporting it. You will hear about the kidnapping every blessed day, insecurity every day. There is another school children kidnapped again.
Joining us now with stories trending around the world is Anieze Osakwe. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Dr. Abati. How are you?
Good.
Good. Ayo?
Good morning, Annie. How are you today?
I'm good. Good to be back with all of you. Rufai, hello.
Anieze, I'm not good. Nigeria is not going to the World Cup.
I know. We're all sad about it.
It's the only thing that brings us together,
consecutive
that makes us happy. World Cup. At least, even if we know we are not going to reach quarterfinal, at least we'll reach second round. We can even qualify for World Cup. Back to back.
Very sad. Very sad. Hopefully
Go straight
next
to
time.
the news, my friend.
Hopefully next time, as we say.
That's 2030.
Exactly.
2030,
2030.
can you imagine?
Yeah. It'll take
By
some
that
time.
time, President Tinubu is on his way out. If you win second term,
Yes. So now to some breaking news. Before we start what's trending, we're just learning, with officials of Kebbi State government confirming a terrorist attack on MAGA Comprehensive Girls Secondary School, where an unspecified number of female students have been abducted. So the chief press secretary to Kebbi State Governor
Did you hear that? A school was attacked, and they are delivering the news. The school was attacked yesterday, and now they are telling you unspecified number. This is one of the madness that is happening in Nigerian media. They will never tell you the number of people that was kidnapped because they want to play it down. A school was attacked where they have students, registered students. What does it take them to pronounce the number of students that are taken? We are not talking about an open community. We are not talking about a market. This is a school that has a record of every single student. The school has a record of, and somebody is coming online to tell us that a school was attacked yesterday. Terrorists attacked a school, abducted people, killed some people, and they don't want to give us the figure. This is the evil of Nigerian media. You think they don't know what they're doing? They know what they are doing. Listen to them.
Exactly. 2030.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. It'll take
By
some
that time, President Tinubu is on his way out. If you win second term,
Yes. So now to some breaking news. Before we start trending, we're just learning, with officials of Kebbi State government confirming a terrorist attack on MAGA Comprehensive Girls Secondary School, where an unspecified number of female students have been abducted. So the chief press secretary to Kebbi State Governor Ahmed Idris confirmed the attack, while also saying that the details are still somewhat ambiguous as of now. But here's what we know. The state deputy governor, Umar Tafida, has led a team of government officials to the scene of the crime, while sources report that a staff of the school was killed and some even sustained different injuries as the terrorists got into the school and shot sporadically. So we'll definitely...
It is so sad. How can a terrorist attack happen in a school and somebody in his normal senses will come out in the media and say that they did not confirm the number of people who were attacked or kidnapped? Okay. Even when the governor have visited the place, he could not be able to identify the number of people who were taken. What will it take the school to look at their register, know the number of students they have, those who are absent and those who are present, and pronounce the figure? The only reason they will not do it is because they always try to play it down to make you look as if it's an ordinary thing. They make you see it doesn't matter. This was how Leah Shaibu was taken away. The Chibok girls. The Chibok girls were taken away. Every effort that was made to bring them back, they couldn't bring them back. At the end of the day, today they have been forgotten. So many of those girls were not recovered. Leah Shaibu was not recovered. Till today, me and you are here. Another one has happened. They don't want to tell you the figure. They said some students were kidnapped. What a shame.
Follow that story, as we progress throughout the day. But as we talk about insecurity, we start what's trending today with the head of the Catholic Church and sovereign of the Vatican, Pope Leo XIV, publicly naming Nigeria as a country where Christians face frequent attacks.
Exactly.
The Pope made these comments on his X profile, but he also addressed a crowd after the Angelus prayer yesterday overlooking St. Peter's Square. And that's where the Pope used his platform to voice his concern with Nigeria. So these comments come amid what's really become international scrutiny of Nigeria after U.S. President Donald Trump designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern over an alleged Christian genocide. He also threatened military intervention, as we know, but let's see what the Pope had to say.
Anche oggi, in diverse parti del mondo, i cristiani subiscono discriminazioni e persecuzioni. Penso in particolare a Bangladesh, Nigeria, Mozambico, Sudan e altri paesi, dai quali giungono spesso notizie di attacchi a comunità e luoghi di culto.
So those comments from the Pope came as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu this weekend sent a peace emissary, Dr. Abiodun Essia, to Plateau State to, in the administration's words, bring a sense of calm and push for intercommunal harmony. The announcement came on a post on X from the special advisor to the president on information, Bayo Onanuga, on Sunday, where he stated in part that Essia met with Christian clerics and Fulani Mieti Allah community leaders. Delegates, traditional rulers, and more, all of them gathered to discuss ways to strengthen peace and promote the coexistence of diverse communities. She also paid a curtsy visit to Reverend Ezekiel Dachomo. This is someone who's been really outspoken about the killings in Plateau and other parts of the North Central. The pastor has repeatedly said that Christians are being terrorized and persecuted in northern Nigeria. And videos of Dachomo, like this latest one that you're seeing on your screens, or at burial sites and mass graves, have all gone viral on social media. So all of this is happening as different members of the Nigerian government, to this day, they're still repeatedly denying these U.S. allegations of a Christian genocide.
They are still denying.
But the U.S. House of Representatives is getting ready to hold open public hearings on President Trump's designation of Nigeria as a particular concern starting this Thursday. So, this story has somewhat taken on a new layer given the fact that we're hearing from the Pope on this as well. And Rufai, since you're sitting next to me, I'll start with you. If we take all of these stories along with that breaking news of, these female students getting kidnapped, how should we be thinking about the Pope and just insecurity in Nigeria overall?
I just pray we're able to get the girls back, but it reminds me of Chibok. It reminds me of Dapchi. God knows where Leah Sharibu is. But you see, the painful thing is that those that advocated for Leah Sharibu are the ones with the talking points today against Christian genocide.
Exactly.
You can see how people
Exactly.
become hypocritical.
That is
and
it.
they use the plight of people for their own political benefits in this country.
That is Nigeria for
May
you.
God visit them. May God visit their conscience.
Amen.
And ask them questions.
Amen.
I think this move by the federal government is misplaced.
Misplaced completely.
And I say that you are not showing any intention of
propaganda. That is what they want to do.
You are sending
to go and silence that man that is speaking in
Jos. Say there's no Christian genocide.
Nonsense.
And at the same time, you send somebody to Plateau to talk to that church.
Imagine.
The governmental head had a fallout with Piers Morgan. We are still waiting to see that interview.
Imagine.
The world knows that there's Christian genocide in Nigeria. I've quoted Jim Shannon. There are many other reports. In fact, this Congress that is going to start its proceedings on Thursday, regards country in particular, there was a Catholic priest that went there, I think about a year ago, that Oji played the video where he went to give evidence as regards what's happening. So you can see the massive level of insecurity, but the government is not ready.
They are not ready.
If they are ready, they will release the list of terrorist financiers. Dubai shared that list with us in the last administration. But you see, for the sake of politics, they will never. The likes of Shegumi keeps running around and saying all sorts, peeing on the graves of people that died. People keep getting kidnapped and killed, but the government thinks the way to go about it is propaganda. I'm happy that Fox News is now also beaming the light on Samuel Jackson's case. The man that, in defense of himself, killed a bandit or a terrorist and he was taken to court. Blasphemy laws exist in Nigeria.
Imagine.
And some governmental ministers are saying that, no, we respect religious freedom, but blasphemy laws exist in Nigeria. I'm happy that the Pope has said it. Till today, the other time when this happened, President Tinubu said, oh, he's going to get ambassadors. Maybe they're going to get this guy, I don't know. So you can see that the government reaction, like they will always do, is to deflect. But deflection does not solve the problem. Look at an APC chieftain, Makiri, that was killed recently. All of those things show that the government is not ready to solve the problem. Annie, I'm sad to announce to you that many years after, we'll still be talking about this thing because government is
definitely.
And, to your point, speaking of security or insecurity, over to Katsina State now, where shocking new footage appears to show a number of armed bandits on motorcycles and bicycles storming the Kankia local government area of the state. So in this video posted on Saturday, a group of bandits ride into an open area as gunshots can literally be heard firing into the air as no security presence is there to counter them or protect residents. Let's take a look at the video, then discuss it.
Imagine. Just imagine. Imagine.
We're seeing that video as new photos were also released on social media as evidence of a peace deal struck between bandit groups and community stakeholders in that local government area, as well as two others. So in photos shared on Saturday on Dan Katsina's X page, his caption states that negotiations ended with a mutual commitment to stopping the attacks in the affected areas, which has brought some sense of hope for a more stable security environment, allegedly. But this peace deal has raised questions about what that peace deal might look like in neighboring local government areas, especially in Kano State. Interestingly, it's often believed that the de-escalation of violence in one area can have a ripple effect, pushing the violence instead onto another area in close proximity. And I'll come to you on this. I mean, that video, it's just the brazenness of the attack, how just, they're completely out in the open and no one's around to stop it.
So the stories they've taken this morning show clearly that we have a deep insecurity problem in Nigeria, and it's an inherited problem. It didn't start with this administration. The only challenge is that previous administrations have not been able to deal with
excuse.
Going
that
back
is
to
what
the
you are
last
known
story
for.
around
You want
how
to start
we
giving
negotiate
excuse.
with bandits, that has been criticized heavily by in different quarters. If you're talking about, you say, well, we negotiated with, or we gave amnesty to people like Niger Delta militants and all that. These people had an ideology. There was a cause for their violence. What is the ideology of the bandits? That they are criminals? Very soon we'll be negotiating with kidnappers and thieves. We'll be asking them to come to a round table to let us talk as to how we can appease
you are already doing it.
Look at the brazenness of their attack and the fact that they have no respect for security operatives. So it's either one. The security operatives at this point can be accused of being in collusion with them, whereby they are aware or they are compromised, because there's no way that we have security apparatus in Nigeria and this brazen show in broad daylight is happening. So it's either one, we begin to interrogate whether or not the security operatives have been compromised. The second part of it is that we are just unable to, we don't have capacity for this. And that's why some Nigerians are saying, let the US come. Because if we've not been able to deal with this problem for so long, then maybe we need external help from people who have capacity to help us. But at the crux of it is the fact that we need to deal with this incessant insecurity that's plaguing across all Nigeria. And I want to speak about the Kebbi girls. It is sad that despite all the campaigns that have happened, we've talked about all the kidnappings that happened in the past, and now when we're really talking insecurity on the front burner, it's almost a slap on the face of the government to see in the Northwest another case of kidnapping of school children. We've had the safe school initiative, even in a critical time. We've had interventions following kidnappings. What happened to that? It means that the government is admitting through this incident that they are unable to tackle the situation, and that's one of the primary responsibilities of government, to ensure security of lives and property. Finally, on the Christian genocide, I'll just say this one point, that with Dr. Estienne going to Plateau State, I said it was a good move because we need to deal with this kinetically and non-kinetically, but it's also an admission that the government was too hasty in responding to the claims of Christian genocide without even an investigation first to speak to community leaders. So their reaction, first of all, knee-jerk was deny, say it's okay, then go back to say, okay, come together, let us talk to you and ask. Should that not have been done first before they went on to deny that it was happening in the first place?
And, as we talk about security in schools, I want to take our next story from Abuja now, where a new video has sparked widespread reactions after being posted on Friday. Here's why. It shows the students' parents, Mr. and Mrs. Balogun, at Starville School in Abuja, slapping a teacher known as Mr. Etim. So this attack happened after Mr. Etim said that their son in year 8 pushed him twice, which led to him slapping the boy in retaliation. So in this video, Mr. and Mrs. Balogun quickly become violent with that teacher. Let's take a look.
Slap my boy. Do you know that that's the reason I'm too bad? Are you stupid?
Mr. Rakondo, I would have also recorded, but I'm not recording, so you slap
my boy.
Leave my
Let him be.
And, Dr. Abati, this video has sparked reactions online about a teacher's ability, disciplinary action in schools, and also the roles of parents in schools. The EduCare CEO, Alex Ania, followed up on this incident and reported that this student has now been expelled and the parents have been permanently banned, as from the school as well and online.
Very good.
Some have said that the teacher should have never slapped the student, even if the student pushed him. But, violence in schools between teachers and students, we've done stories like this before, but this video is shocking.
Okay, this is not new, but there are many views, many dimensions. There's a traditional view holding that, look, students are, in schools and teachers are in local parentage, and part of the purpose of bringing up a child is for teachers standing in local parentage to help to discipline children, particularly when they are involved in any form of mismanagement. That's the origin of the phrase, spare the rod and spoil the child. So traditionally, many parents will hand over their wards to teachers to help train them very well. But that view has since changed over the years. This is not the first incident. I recall an incident in the 80s, I think at a school called ISI, where a parent took thugs to the school to go and beat up a teacher who had disciplined their child. And now over the years, we have had similar examples. Now, there is a law called Child Rights Act 2003. Under the Child Rights Act 2003, all forms of cruelty or harshness or violence involving children, is not, they are not allowed. However, in some parts of the law, if you check the criminal code, if you check the penal code, to flog a child, cane a child, slap a child, is not considered a crime. However, in some states of the north, since this incident occurred in the north, the killing of children is banned in many of the states because, the situation in the north, about over 10 million children out of school. The assumption is that if you keep applying corporal punishment, then the students will be discouraged. Then the other leg of it, whether it's in the north or the south, is about parenting, the attitude of parents. This particular case is that of Mr. and Mrs. Balogun. Mr. and Mrs. Balogun went to the school physically to beat up a teacher who had caned or slapped their child. And look at what the child did. He pushed the teacher. Should a student push the teacher? That in itself is an act of violence, which will raise questions about parental upbringing. Many parents in this country have abdicated responsibility. They are absentee parents. They are children that are brought up on the Western menu. Expatriate children whose values do not even exist. And so at that level, you have the upbringing of the child. How about the school itself? Because we were told in some reports that it was even the school principal that was taking the video of the incident and also encouraging the parents. So what is the policy in the school? What other steps did the school itself take before exposing the teacher to the danger of being attacked by the parents? And then eventually, of course, the teacher was expelled. The student also was expelled. So a lot of interconnected issues about parenting, about collapse of moral values, about also the standards in the schools. However, the basic excuse is that we have had cases of children being beaten in schools and the child just fell ill or the child died. There have been some dramatic cases like that. And in this particular case, you can hear the mother of a boy, saying, oh, what if you had killed him? What if you had died? And many parents will say, well, they pay so much in these private schools that, if you pay millions per term, who is that teacher who will go and assault your child? So the values have changed. But it's important to continue to campaign that discipline is not something we can joke with.
And violence doesn't need to be involved either. Yes. So, now to a story that involves us all in some way about cars, fuel accessibility, and traffic, with the Dangote Group on Sunday coming out to publicly deny their involvement with a new video advert that went viral on social media. So this advert presents a new initiative called Fuel Up. And the concept of Fuel Up is that it would enable drivers to order fuel to be...
Nigeria is full of jokes. Well, enough of this, their joke. Let us go to the next news. Let us go to the news of interest, not all this nonsense they are pushing forward. We are going on insecurity and the troubles that are taking over everybody. The trouble that have overtaken everybody, that everybody is running away to escape from. That is our concern. That is our concern. That is the area of our concern. Not all this, there are some news that we don't have to waste our time on. And there are ones that concerns us. We pay attention to them. Just to expose the attitude of Nigerian media, the way they do their news and the way they go. Half truth. Even when they want to tell the truth, half truth. They will still hide under certain things. And they will never tell you what is
Dr. Bright, let me come to you now.
I guess there are a few things that have been left unsaid. Dr. Bright, go ahead, please.
Who scaled into Nigeria killings, yes, despite it was the Christian genocide that kind of brought the issue. So, yes, let the investigation actually go on. And I think one other thing we still need to look at is that because when we begin to bring in religious emphasis, they kind of pitch tent against the other group. We know that there are some religious fanatics, both Christians and Muslims alike. But again, everybody we are Nigerians, and so we should hold that one goal of keeping Nigerians safe. So the killings, like, yes, in the previous discussion, both Christians and both Muslims. So if Christians have been killed, Muslims have been killed, then there is a need for those who are not supporting the killing to come together on the ground that we want to secure life. But when we now have a certain session not coming out openly to condemn the action first, which is the very first thing to be done, to say, okay, we condemn this in all decency. Before we now say, okay, let us go ahead. And I believe that the investigation will definitely help. People are going to call different persons to come and testify about the issues. And at the end of the day, it will go a long way to help. But again, we must come on the federal government being led by Ahmed Tinubu. Beyond words, beyond rhetoric, real action. There should be a tone from the top. Because even when Shebuli was talking just now, he indicted him, like he is aware of what is going on, know what to do about it. So it should come out openly. But if you say it's not Christian genocide, no problem. Nigeria is being killed by a certain set of persons. And when I was also listening to those statements, there was this repeated term of them. Who are these them? It also means when we go to talk to them, it means there is a place where you can meet them. See any place in the law or the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
That is the problem. Nigeria will never mention these criminals. Just like this man is saying, they will always say them. Who are they? Who are these people committing genocide? Whether they are killing Christian or Muslim, who are they? Why are they scared of calling them whom they are? Why are they scared of calling them Fulani Islamic fundamentalists? Why are they afraid of calling them terrorists? Why is Shegumi advocating for them? Why are they using they? Just this question this man asked. In all their media station, they don't want to call them by their name. What do you mean by bandit? What is the meaning of bandit? What is the meaning of bandit? Bandits taking over an entire 20 villages in Katsina. 20 villages. And yet people are not concerned.
Yeah, where those who will take lives are being justified reasons to say no. For every reason, this your killing is justified. Even when the armed forces, either the police or the military, when they even have to kill, we still look at it and say, oh, is this killing judicial or is extrajudicial? You know, let alone civilians who do not even have rights. So, yes, let the investigation go on, but let the president give a full backing. Let him also continue his action that is having again. And like I've always said, not stories, but action. If you get to see action, like in the recent past now, after the Trump pronouncement, we heard that will complement the situation where Nigerians will say, oh, the president has actually asked to save and guarantee safety for Nigerians.
Same issue. If you go to this day newspaper, the headline there is Akpabio, Tinubu has placed search for peace in Plateau as part of national security. And then the riders to that one, I like your reaction to this. President's emissary already in state to restore peace, foster intercommunal harmony. Presidential aid meets Christian clerics, Fulani, Nigeti Allah community leaders. Community-based peace structure to stabilize North Central region. DSS nabs another suspected arms supplier in zone. Now that's how this day puts it. The Guardian, on the other hand, tags it, Tinubu deploys peace envoy to Plateau as DSS arrest arms dealer, and the riders are okay. Well, that's how excuse me. That's how the Guardian puts it. Barrister Talented, good to have you join the conversation again.
Any misery that is not backed by force will not bring any results.
Exactly, Mr. My Food.
This same Plateau, Obasanjo imposed a curfew there when there was this mass killing in Plateau State. Is that not true? And at the end of the day, there was this whatever. At the end of what happened, we did not continue. In fact, the killings there were not one tenth of what was going on. So at that point, all these things that he's just trying to, shift the blame or postpone the evil day. They will come back. Moses, as long as these people are here, they will come back.
Definitely.
Except to stamp them out completely. Especially these people that are living in Benue and Plateau village, dislodge them. All these services and whatever, it is a no-no for me. Because they don't want this type of thing. You don't need this type of thing. This type of problem will keep growth. No. They don't listen to such things. Exterminate them. Have you seen America negotiating with the terrorists anywhere? No, tell me. Have you seen America sending enemies to terrorists? Please do one piece in Nigeria, one piece in Africa, in America. We don't do that. It shows that you're a weak government. For terrorists to reduce you to a situation where that you will sit on the table and be talking peace with them, it needs a weak government. And any government that is weak as such, they don't want this sort, because after God, it is government when it comes to coercive power. So why are you treating these people? Keep mindful way that this method will not work. It has never worked. How many peace meetings have you had with the places? Please, from Buhari to Obasanjo, look at Obasanjo. How many peace meetings? Because you have not, put your foot down and say, no, these people, it is either you leave Nigeria or I leave Nigeria for you. Just do it and see the results. That's what Ghana did. Is that not true? When Mahama came the first time in Ghana, he drew a line. He said, I dare you to cross it. The IDP in Ghana came out and said, come, can you shoot more than us? The court ruled against them. Overnight, they ran out of Ghana. Why is it that we know nobody wants to solve it in Mr. Moses?
Apart from knowing our problems and not trying to solve it, I think the government also compounds the problem by their actions and their inactions. The same government, the same president, the same government that is sending emissaries to Plateau State. What are the emissaries going to do? The emissaries are going to be Christians and Muslims. The government turns around to say there is no Christians. So why don't you just make Plateau community? Why do you have to segregate them? So you are meeting Christians and you say you want to create interfaith harmony. So it looks like there is interfaith disharmony. So you are inviting yourself. So you are not telling us that look, there is Christian genocide.
Mr. Koto, after what you're saying, the people you are going to interface with, they are in IDP camps.
And other people are
in their homes.
Yes.
We have the president's wife. $1 billion to give to people in IDP camps. Why don't you ask the people that are occupying their homes to leave their homes?
These are things that even
assuming you have been in the ID camp for like 3, 4, 5
5 years, does it look like you can no longer identify your company taking back? Can you imagine? No, you can. This is a native plan when you have been for probably 20, 30, 40 years. And so the government will just behave ostrich. We hide our head in the sand. It's very annoying. Very annoying. Seriously. These are things that will cause war in a country. But we Christians, we have been so quiet, so peaceful, and they are taking it for granted. How do you drive me away from my family home, ancestral home, and then occupy it, and I'm living in IDP camp, and you want me to be happy? It's not the content. Bro, tell me, everybody that is trying to, pamper this water is down, may you also go and live in IDP camp.
You see?
If you like it, may it be your custom.
You see?
And we are talking about a serious matter here. You do know that those IDP camp, they have no hope of tomorrow. The children are not going to school. Nothing.
Some have stayed there. They were born there and they married there. There are people that are born in IDP camp and they marry in IDP camp.
You see how we create problems. They are not doing anything. What will they do? What will they do? Our problems in this country, they are many. Look, they are not many. It's just one single. Our problems there are many. One single. This insecurity. There is nothing that can work in the state of work. Insecurity. This insecurity has brought a lot of problems. Settle it and every other thing will join your business. The issue here is that, like I said, apart from insecurity, we also have problems in the health sector, we have problems in the education sector, in the power sector, in the energy sector, everywhere. Unfortunately, we are people that like to outsource our problems. We look for solutions outside. We are holding a debate here whether there is genocide, different genocide in Nigeria or not. We have the United States of America. We designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern. And now the U.S. government believes full-scale proof. Of course. We have assault that they are the ones telling us. We also have the Catholic Pontiff who told the 14th, say, look, Christians are being persecuted in Nigeria. And Nigerian government is debating it. We have a Senate president that says, look, anytime I hear about this thing, I shed tears. What is that supposed to mean? Is for things or what? Man, after shedding tears, what name will you do? Have you raised any motion? So look, all those people that are occupying other people's hands, you have to mark them out of this place. We don't hear about this thing. Hold on. What we hear is government, trying to. We have state governments because the federal government has failed, the central government has failed. It needs responsibility to protect people. Now we have a state government that looks say, bandits, terrorists come, let's negotiate with you. How much do we pay so that you let our people go to farm? Can you imagine? I'm telling you, it's happening in Zamfara. You brought it up during the morning show in the city. We have a government that is doing that. And when you say, Nigeria is nearing the first state, the government is good to job. No, these things are, it is Christians that are going to US, it is a P2B that is going to US, it is this person that is going to US to tell Americans, they know, they have their embassies here, they have their consulate, they have their attaches, they have their security information, they have their intelligence. Everywhere, they know all of these things. And so we keep preparing over all of these things. And when we talk, the next thing we say, government doesn't have the police. What is the political? We have a commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Which other way does it mean? I mean, it is the second thing. Whether they change service chiefs, attack others, change some retired and all of that. What other way? He has the legitimacy, he has the power, the mandate for 4 years. He's been there for 2+ years, 2 years plus. So what other political
that's to tell you that he has an alignment. That's to tell you that he has an alignment. Because if let's take our relationship for example, a lady comes and is insulting your wife. If you don't have any alignment with that lady, you will react. They are not ready to react because they are keeping them. Just like you have a dog kept in a cage that you want to use for something in future. So that's why they are romancing these people. If you have to pay,
that's true. They're keeping them for their jihad.
Again, it depends on what we know, or are there local security that we have to say, okay, go and secure our people in the farm? Our persons that are killing people, placing demands.
Well, that's basically what Sheikh alluded to. Basically, if you resolve issues with bandits, they can now help you protect the forest.
This is something that Saudi Arabia cannot tolerate, but we are tolerating it here. Look, there is something I have told these people. 1967 cannot be 2025. I've said this severally. With the interest the Western world have in Nigeria, if these people spark any problem, the war will not even last for 24 hours. I'm not joking. No, this is their time to. In what way? In what way? What do you disagree with me? You mean if this will continue, there won't be any problem. Is that what you're saying? Oh, they will continue to kill Saint Sabi and then trying to cover it. And you are telling me that one day Christians will not rise up, Abi? No, why did you decide that?
You said that in case this thing gets into a conflagration where we have to have front lines, battle lines, and all of that, and nobody's calling for war. Nobody's calling for war.
Did I mention war? I said problem. You said problem that happened in Israel. The young people war lasted for 6 hours. Young people, that is the truth. If they don't stop all this entitlement mentality that we want to collect the whole Nigeria before we can now leave the place, it can never happen. Mr. Okoro, tell them it will never happen.
There's something we say now because you don't have pipeline. You don't have pipeline in the north. You're not
Everybody is exposing himself.
International relations. There's something we say. We say that nations go to war when diplomacy fails. But you discover that even during war, it only takes diplomacy to end.
No,
you understand? So,
after subdue the other people, they will surrender. Mr. Okoro, okay, so like Hamas now. Did anybody come to table and say, oh yeah, let's do
no, very that was still a ceasefire. That was negotiated.
From outside now,
it's still diplomacy.
It was when they called
anyhow you turn
when they told Israel, please, is enough. Stop the
Trump called for ceasefire and they went there, and that was negotiated settlement. You know, whether you use the word defeat or negotiated settlement, but at least diplomacy was in play.
I've been advising them.
What we need at this point is for the government to be very sincere and intentionally solving the problem. But unfortunately for us, 2027 has gone into the beat. 2027 has gone into the beat. So I don't see this thing ending before 2027. That is it. Because truth be told, the way I see it, where I read the political landscape, the president will not in any way try to defend the north to solve this problem. I'm telling you. Because he needs a second term. It's a content.
So is that right, Abby?
No, it's not a matter of. You should understand, you have brought us to the point where I talked about political plurality. We have 3 centers of power in Nigeria. The north is the center of power, whether we like it or not. And until we begin to redistribute those centers of power, the north will always have its way. Unfortunately, unfortunately.
Now, once you continue to be a Nigerian, even the number is wrong. The number is wrong. It's not right. That figure is a wrong figure.
Yes,
This is an example of Nigeria. False information, wrong number, statistics, they are pushing.
But that won't happen anyway. That won't happen. But at the end of it, that's an assumption. It's an assumption, but it plays out. You will not come down to tell you that. You cannot become the president of the except you have the backing of God.
You are talking about not east and not west.
Not central.
Not central. They made that mistake in 1960. They won't make it again.
That in all that the Sheikh was talking about just now, there was one statement he made, and the moment Nigerians begin to realize that it will go a long way to help. Ignorance is spoiling a lot of things. Many of us don't want to stay and to situation is because the number to the north.
There is no number in the north.
How many of them are actually going on? So by the time they get the right information on how some of their leaders are using them for their person gain, you that not that they have, it will not automatically translate to support for them. But we still allow this ignorance of
let this be. Just like you have the ignorance of your vote does not count. Let everybody turn out to say they want to come and vote and see those powers that be. How many votes can they buy? But they keep creating that propaganda. Oh, they manipulate, they do this, your vote will not count.
You are talking rubbish, and this is where I stop you, because once you deviate and begin to talk nonsense, your vote doesn't count is a truth. You are just doing the same thing you are blaming people for doing, and that is exactly what you come here to do, to talk about vote. Vote doesn't count. Continue to deceive yourself in your one Nigeria. Vote 1 million times, Nigeria will be worse than it is today. Vote 1 million times, Nigeria will be worse than it is today. So I'm not going to allow you to begin to spill that nonsense here. But sometimes we just bring this to show the ignorance of somebody who supports Nigeria. See how idiotic they look. The same thing they are blaming Tinubu is what they are doing here now. That is what they just ended up in doing. Everything about Nigeria is lie. The figures they are carrying about, statistics, they don't even have the statistics, and the statistics they're working with is fake. Fake statistics. There is no part of the world where the desert is more populated than the savannah area. Only in Nigeria. There is no part of the world where the desert is more populated than the savannah. Only in Nigeria, and still yet they buy that lie. They force you to believe that lie, that they have the number to decide who becomes who. Because of that lie, they created more local government and more state for themselves. Even in an empty land, I have traveled by train from east to the north. If you have not made that journey, go and make a journey. Try to board a train. Although this time around, when there are bandits everywhere, it is not advisable. But in those days, in the 90s, I took a train in the 90s all the way from southeast to north. All these places they are telling you, this state and those states, most of those states you go there is complete empty desert. The local government you hear, when you go to the local government, maybe you see about 4 or 5 buildings and houses. That's the village you see. That's the local government. Empty land, that's nothing there. And yet they will come and tell you that the north is more populated than the south. And I begin to wonder. There is no part of the world where the desert is more populated than the savannah area. The only place where there is life is always in the riverine area. And the population is always high in that side. Why is it in the case of Nigeria? The riverine area is low populated. And you don't ask yourself a question. You don't ask, every time they paint that picture, oh, north is more populated, north have more this and more that. The manipulation that was put in place by the Britain to make sure that Fulani continue to run the affairs. The only way you can destroy this system, the only way to destroy this system is to end Nigeria. That is why we are pursuing that system to end it, destroy it, and save life. Destroy it, create country among people that have the same value system. If they want to carry number, let them carry their number, go to the north. If we are 5, let us be 5 in our own side and do what we want to do. Enough of all this, their lies. Mad people everywhere. We have taken enough of their nonsense, and we cannot continue to listen to the nonsense and madness of these idiotic people that call themselves politicians. These are a bunch of clueless idiots. Bunch of clueless idiots. And we cannot continue to listen to them. We are going to end the program here. We have actually exceeded the time we have to. We spend 1 hour, but now it's almost 1 hour, 30 minutes. But at the same time, sometimes when you discuss the issue of Nigeria, you can't help but to go again and again and talk to reach to the end. So I appreciate everybody that have been with us on this program. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everyone who have participated on the Sit at Home. Everyone that joined the Sit at Home from our homeland, those who have called their family to join, any way you participated, I appreciate every one of you, and I pray that Chukwu will continue to guide and protect us. And I pray for our leaders, Nnamdi Kanu, that his coming up on 20th to judge Nigeria. We are praying for Nnamdi Kanu for safety, security, for health. Pray for Mazi Simon Ekpa wherever he is for safety, security, and good health. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafra shall prosper, and no weapon formed or fashioned against our leaders shall prosper. Thank you so much for being part of this program. See you again tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Biafran time, 7:30 a.m. Biafran time. Please try and join us. Subscribe and share the program. Join our morning program. In morning program, we spend 4 good hours, sometimes 5 hours. So try and join the morning program. Have a wonderful day and have a great night. Good night, everyone. Bye.
Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear, now go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they are they run to? Move it down. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, the EJ love. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come more. It is very close and they feel more. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it down. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collect it pride. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear